And so we all, try to hold it together. We tried to hold it together to get her in the car so she wouldn't start crying. And then me and Barack, we bawled like babies. Barack gets that ugly, loud cry. So we all, try to hold it together. We tried to hold it together to get her in the car so she wouldn't start crying. And then me and Barack, we bawled like babies. Barack gets that ugly, loud cry. He did that at Malia's graduation. Like, we're sitting there, he had his sunglasses on, and speeches are happening, and we're all chatting, and we hear. We look down like, "Are you okay?" He's like, "He's gonna kill me for telling that story." Oh, you don't tell him. Don't tell him.
What is a thing that over the years was a running theme in your house that you said over and over? That
I try to, what I tell them is what I continue to tell themselves is that they have to walk their own walk. They cannot define themselves by looking at each other or looking at me or their dad. They have to take the time to get to know themselves, give themselves a moment to figure out who they want to be in the world, not who they think I want them to be, not what the rest of the world says about them, but to really think about how they want to shape their lives and how they want to move in this world. So I don't want them measuring themselves by external influences, and for young girls, that is hard to do. That is a very hard thing to do, and everybody should understand that as a responsibility. It's Instagram culture. It drives me crazy.
It was hard with just cable TV when you're watching all the images and music videos. It's, exponentially difficult with social media when you're comparing yourself to everybody on social media.
So I constantly have to remind them that they have to live in their own skin. And that takes time too. And I try to make sure they understand that unfolding of understanding who you are, it is a journey of becoming. That you don't know that in your 20s. You don't know it all in your 20s.
No, you don't. You just start to know something, right? How did y'all do that in the White House where you have access to everything and everybody in the world? I think it's difficult for people, no matter where you are in your trajectory. You want to have a better life than your parents. You want your children to live comfortably. Everybody does. But how do you not spoil children when they have access to everything?
It was easy for us, because we don't think they deserve it, It wasn't a difficult thing to do, not the way me and Barack were raised. I mean, first of all, you got to have a mate that shares your values. So it starts way back to who you pick. You got to have a good picker, because if you all don't come to parenting with the same kind of values and understanding that stuff isn't parenting, giving kids things is not parenting. It is a verb. It is an active, engaging thing, and that means you got to know who your kids are, and each one of them are different, right? So you can't just apply the same principles to the first one that you did to the second one, because they come here totally different. So we didn't just show up in the White House. I'm Michelle from the South Side of Chicago. I grew up in a little bitty house but my mother made my clothes, you know. I mean, we were raised with that's enough. You know, you be grateful for what you have. You don't look at the next thing. You be happy with what you have. And that's how we work in the White House. That didn't change because we moved to a different house. You know, the house didn't define us. It's the values that defined us.
Amen.
So
Amen.
for us,
The actual energy of the house change.
yeah.
And all
Okay,
that.
you guys get out of the gutter. All of y'all, 15,000 people. Shame on you. Now, what I'm saying is that parenting takes up a lot of emotional space. And, you know, my husband was busy being president, so I don't think he understood how much time and energy.
Don't we wish? Yes. Don't we wish? Yes.
Just vote, y'all. That's all I'm saying. Just vote. But anyway, we digress. But, you know, I put a lot of time and energy to parent these girls in the White House because we were trying to make their lives normal. You know, so that meant weekends were always pain, right? Because you had to worry about what party they were going to, whether there was alcohol, and who was doing what, and I had to know who the parents were. So you're trying to do that as First Lady. I mean, every weekend for me was hard, just following these little girls around. And they're gone, thank God. They are off living their lives. As my mother used to say, sometimes you just need to get out there and live your life and have your mistakes where I can't see them because